What's up, everybody? Big Herc916, positivity, motivation. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll be doing a live here and on my Bigo. So make sure you guys don't miss out on the YouTube live going down tomorrow at 8 p.m. here on YouTube and on Bigo. I know a lot of you guys are getting ready for high school graduation. Some of you college graduation, and you're trying to figure out what your journey entails. And it's all right to not have your whole path laid out, because it's better to make your mistakes while you're young and to learn from those mistakes. You know, you don't want to get locked into something and think that you're going to do that for the rest of your life, when whatever it is you get into might just be a stepping stone for something bigger. And that's how a lot of these initial ventures that you come into right out of high school, you know, if you go into the job field or right out of college, they're stepping stones. And especially more than ever now, because, you know, a lot of the jobs aren't jobs you're going to do for 20, 30 years and retire. It's just a revolving door, and you'll most likely be an independent contractor for somebody and have to, you know, maintain your own benefits and manage your own 401k and retirement. So it's just something to think about, you know, as far as moving forward, to not let that scare you or be intimidated. A lot of you guys, you high school guys, I mean, you know, you maybe didn't like school that much, and you're thinking that, you know, college, it's just something you do. Well, if college isn't your thing, maybe you want to go take a trade. Maybe you want to, you know, take and a welding class and go to welding school, or become a diesel mechanic, or get into construction, get your contractor's license, you know, learn to, you know, work on engines, you know, car mechanics, you know, all those jobs are very high demand jobs. There is not enough right now mechanics to satisfy what the market demands. There's businesses right now that are looking for, you know, mechanics to come work on their fleet of cars, whether it's a school district, whether it's the city, whether it's in the military. I mean, you can go into the military, get you some benefits, and also learn how to be a mechanic and have a great career, man. 4 years, get out, get that trade under your belt, get certified in whatever areas, and start your own business. See, the key, man, is to boss up. Bossing up in life, nobody can tell you you're late. Nobody can tell you you're fired. Nobody can tell you, you know, we're doing layoffs, because if everything's on you. You don't want to go to work that day, don't go. You want to work an extra 4 or 5 hours in a day, work the extra 4 or 5 hours. You want to take on a partner, take on a partner. You see, when you work for yourself, you have all the control. And that's one of the benefits, but a lot of times it's not really a focal point, because most people think that having security, which going to a job and knowing you're going to get a paycheck, is more secure than being able to create your own job, which in all actuality, when you can create your own job, it don't matter what's going on around you. You're your own boss. You know, a lot of people during these times lost their benefits and had to go either collect unemployment or go work for somebody. And, you know, as I talk to so many different people, some people thrive during this because of just the way their businesses are set up. They made money, hand over fist. A friend of mine, he did the signage business. He got into signage and picked up contracts making floor signs and different signs for the hospital, man, and killed it. He had to, subcontract out to keep up with his, with his demands. So some people made a lot of money, man. And of course, the people who played the long hustle with all this goddamn, sanitation stuff, they cleaned house because they, jumped ahead of the curve. But as far as just delivery services, I know a couple of people who started delivery services, and, now they're on track to make, $250,000, $500,000 a year, doing, drop-offs and stuff like that. Car rentals went up, because there's a lack of, used cars on the market. There's a lot of things. So as a young person, really sit down and write your ideas, and hopefully you can find you somebody to mentor, because, college might not be for you. And if you are a person who was in college, you learn the book smarts, but life experiences is going to really teach you what you need to know to make it in the world. What you learn in a classroom in theory sounds good, but until you put it into practical application, it's a totally different ball game. And, some people have it good where college is just a formality. They can go work for a family member. They already have a job laid out. Others, they got master's degrees and they're working at Starbucks, managing Starbucks. So, it doesn't really mean that you're going to get that one-hitter job. And one thing I realize is that the person who works the hardest is going to get it. And when I mean work the hardest, it doesn't mean physical. You work, 60, 70 hours a week and you're thinking, man, I'm killing it. But the idea is to work smarter, not harder. And if you can leverage what you're doing, whether it's through expanding your brand, whether it's through, taking on select jobs, creating a demand for whatever it is you offer, that's the key to making, your money work for you, as far as, you working smarter, not harder. And, just don't be afraid to ask questions and know that you don't have all the answers. Up until 24, 25, 20, I went to the pen when I was 24 and I didn't know shit, man. I had lived and done some things, but I hadn't really experienced life. I was still lacking a lot of life experiences. And so I was still kind of like a lost soul out there trying to find my way, and it led to me making some really stupid mistakes. But before you make your stupid mistakes, ask, speak up. If there's somebody around you, you can confide in them. I know some parents say, hey, you're 18, get out the house, you're an adult. And technically you're an adult, but you're not an adult, because life is vicious. And if you've been playing them goddamn video games and smoking pot and vaping, you ain't ready, man. You ain't ready. you living in a fantasy if you think, you're going to go out here and really, make $1 million your first year. It doesn't work like that. You're going to have to put in some work. And whether it's, going to college, to build your education, to build connections, to network, to open up doors, or whether it's going and taking a trade, learning how to weld, learning how to engineer a motor, learning about electronics, learning how to code. There's so many different things you could do. But right out of college or high school and dealing with graduation, just don't be too quick to feel that you got to commit to anything that's going to lock you in. And just realize that whatever you get involved in, it's most likely temporary. It's not going to be the end of the road for you as far as your career. It's going to probably be something that's going to lead to something bigger in your career. Just be wise in your choices. I was really scared to death, man. Graduation, really thinking like, going to junior college because it was the thing to do, because I hadn't prepared myself for regular college, and just trying to figure out my career path and talking to the guidance counselor, man, it was crazy, man. You know, people think that, oh man, you know, I raised you and this and that. Don't mean shit. You raised and put clothes and roof over your head and food in you, but that doesn't mean that you're ready. There's a lot of other things that goes into preparing to actually make it into the world as far as being totally independent. And it's all right to not know everything and to feel like, hey man, I need somebody to talk to. So just a little game, Big Herc916. I've been there, and I know it's a messed up feeling to not, you know everything and feel like you're in a state of just disarray and you want some type of guidance. So holler at somebody that you could trust and try to find you a mentor. Big Herc916.
Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.
Welcome to Vault TV. If you're fed up with paying cable companies and streaming apps too much money every month for limited content, then Vault TV is the solution you've been waiting for. Vault TV uses our innovative software to connect you with up to 17,000 live TV channels from over 50 countries worldwide. Watch up to 100,000 movies on demand, up to 5,000 TV shows with over 120,000 episodes, live sports, news, and so much more. Starting as low as $12.99 per month and no need for a cable guy to come to your home, it's never been a better time to make the switch to Vault TV. Save money and have the full freedom to control your home entertainment your way. Visit us at vaulttv.com and start saving money today.